the first speaker is Masamitsu Onishi, and he's going to talk about something related to evacuation, particularly some volcanic eruption disaster area, so to speak. And so, may I ask Masa to speak about 20 minutes, something like that. So the floor is yours. Thank you.
Koda Sensei, thank you very much. I have 25 minutes to talk.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Okada Sensei. And actually, I understand that this talk is a follow-up discussion after the perhaps of IDRiM session. So I will briefly explain again what I talked in this session, and then today I made a little bit small additional comment for that. And actually, I'm now deeply involved in the emergency response against large-scale eruption in Japan. Actually, this is actually the inexperienced hazard. Some of you may know that in Japan, I think it's one of the most active volcanoes in the world, called Mount Sakurajima. And this volcano will make a large-scale eruption in several decades in the future. Actually, yes, this is Sakurajima, and just beside this active volcano, this urban area with 600,000 population, Kagoshima City. And the last large eruption of this Mount Sakurajima is 1914. So already 100 years has passed since the last large eruption. And at this eruption, even the north-south part of the Japan, like Tohoku region, and the people saw the fall of volcanic ash. So you can imagine how big this eruption is. And at the last large eruption, there are huge, the ash deposit. Actually, this is not ash. Well, most of the this accumulation is pumice stone, and for example, some of the area more than 1 meter high of accumulation of the pumice stone, or even in the island, actually more than like a 2 meter high, at some of the place. And this is the accumulation status of magma storage of Aira caldera, which is the potential of a large-scale eruption. And the large-scale eruption before the 1914 is 1979. So actually this is the period 135 years, and so looking at this accumulation of magma, you can see that next large scale eruption is will come in the near future in several decades. Yes, so you can see how this pumice stone accumulation is very serious. And I'm now involved in a community which is 10 kilometers away from the summit of this volcano, called the Yahata School District in Kagoshima City. And in this district, the population is more than around 16,000 people, and like this. So yes, very general urban area. And of course, it's up to the wind direction. Particularly in the summer, if the large eruption occurred in the summer season, even in this metropolitan area, the up to 1 meter of pumice and ash accumulation is expected. And what I'm now interested in the activity that experts are involved in the community. I have some hypothesis. Usually, the experts say that or try to give an answer to the community people like this. Okay, so the expert analyze, in detail, and then okay, you please go this way, and you have if you go to this way, it's okay. And if the problem is not so complicated, this kind of attitude may work. But in reality, even experts cannot say what is the right answer. So even experts doesn't know where to go. And in this hazard, particularly, because last large eruption is 100 years ago, so even the expert never experienced this kind of the hazard. So and then current, living people, of course, no one experience this hazard. So that is very difficult. And to be involved in this project, we work some different the expert with the different disciplines. Actually, like this, and the important discipline. Before we involved in this community, we set two disciplines like here. Residents are the owner of the community. So this means that scientists will behave as a catalyst. So all activities, what we do is actually community residents oriented. So that is one discipline. And the second one is a continuity. The further of success means that we committed to collaborate with the community people for long term. So that is another discipline. So we expert will play as a role of a kind of mentor. So based on this disciplines, we actually we had this weekend 8th workshop So that this only here, this showed only 5, but actually we had an 8th workshop already. And what I did for the first and the second workshop, because we have any kind of words to explain or express the a massive volume of pumice stone fall. So what we did is anyway, imagine the massive pumice volcanic ash fall disaster. And then anyway, we make words related to this hazard. And then in the second workshop, we did a further clarification of image through the dialogue with expert, particularly Professor Iguchi, the volcanologist. So he tell his knowledge to the community people based on the questions by them. And and through this the two workshop, they naturally concerned about the evacuation issues, and based on their concern, we organized a site visit to a designated facility for the cross-border evacuation. Cross-border means that because people have to evacuate outside the municipality border, so this is cross-border evacuation. And actually, this designated facility for shelter is this sort of little bit small photos. This kind of gymnasium park, and this is the gymnasium facility, and obviously the accommodation capacity of this is maybe less than the 1,000 people, 1,000. But as I mentioned, the population of the community is 60,000. So people immediately understand that current, the evacuation plan doesn't work. So that is a little bit big, big constraint or the basement of a consideration for the next discussion. And then yes, I talk too much now. And then yes, some other site visit of a volcano observation facility also like this organized. Yes, and then important symbolic topic of this this workshop series. Yeah, first I explained that imaging and dialogue in the first and the second workshop, and many people say that evacuation is very important because in a case of the large-scale eruption, the precursory phenomena is observed 100%. So they have an opportunity to evacuate before the eruption. So that's, and majority is, and the people say that, we will evacuate in advance. But after the site visit to the shelter, they immediately understand that the life in the shelter will maybe too miserable. So after this site visit, majority of the people choose that staying at home, not evacuate. So that what I would like to emphasize through this topic story is that kind of sway over decision making is, I think it's quite important. When that this change is of the decision making reflect a kind of a surprise for them. Or surprise is some kind of new learning for them. So this kind of the having the sway of the decision making for the people is quite important. So we do not have a right answer, rather than that kind of shift or sway of decision making is much more substantial. And I think what we did so far is that for the first step, imaging and wording the hazard. This is important because we do not have a communication way to communicate about this hazard. And through that kind of talk, we have some kind of key subject like evacuation based on the dialogue, and we do a kind of practical and experiential opportunity on the key subject, like going to the site visit, and then we make a provisional decision making on the key subject. And this kind of cyclic process is quite important to deal with the complex problems. Yes. And yes. And yes, actually, I do not have enough time to explain in the IDRiM session, so I will note again here. The first is how can people know about the event they have never experienced themselves? So that is one challenge. Still, we are very struggling to overcome this problem. Particularly, this hazard happens in more than 100 years ago. So if we accept that there is a knowledge that can only be gained through the experience, how can we develop tools to have a simulated experience or gamings or narratives, this kind of thing. And miscommunication is always happens. For example, the volcano experts, Professor Iguchi, explain something, but many people still understand a different way. So yes, it's quite difficult to have a common understanding of this kind of things. And second one is how can we expand the idea or the model to other areas. So this is also not so easy task. Yes. Actually, the current project is built on the already existing trust between volcanologist and the community leader, because Professor Iguchi is somehow very famous in Kagoshima. And so he gained trust from the community leader. So otherwise, this project may not realized. And participant of workshop, the number of the attendants is around 25 or 30. And they are more or less at the position as a community leader, but they do not reflect the characteristics of most community residents. So they are they have leadership, but most of the people are not like this. what could be the tentative goal feasible in the near future? Is it possible to expand without the existence of volcanologists? Yes. And avoiding rut keeping the voltage of activities. Yes, that is also very challenging. Yes, I think to have a long-term motivation for this kind of work activity, we need always some kind of a surprise or learning or some excitement anyway. So how we can prepare this kind of come up with idea to stimulate them, their excitement. And this is a very personal thing. Actually, I have the rest time to visit Kagoshima this year. So now I really can understand that, I realize that the time for communication is most substantial element to have this kind of activities. And from here, I didn't explain. I didn't talk in sessions. And now I think it's this. I have this kind of image that there are different dimensions of the knowing. Usually, we read a book, something. This is a kind of academic knowledge, and this is general and applicable to any kind of the context. But on the other hand, particularly we involved in a community, this kind of knowing is based on real experience and more personal or situated. Specific with this kind of knowledge have a specific context. And there are a lot of spectrum of some dimension of the knowing, situated analysis, metaphor narratives, and simulated experience. Actually, the digital technology can be used for this, maybe. And I think this kind of feedback between general and personal is quite important. And this is a conceptual framework for the implementation science. But maybe the definition of implementation science could be still, a lot of. I'm not so sure that I'm the same definition with Okada Sensei still, but I think it's a kind of this implementation experience of observation is a kind of samples for the in terms of the statistics, and but for we academics we are interested in a more general knowledge, right? So we derive some general knowledge through this kind of different experience observation, which called samples, and we have to communicate with them, and so we transmit the idea or our general idea through the metaphor or narratives, and then we think through the experience. We think this another metaphor or narratives, and then again, which may lead to the more conceptual terminology or concept. So I think we have to have a model to make this kind of dynamism, and I think it's just the gap between the experience and this model is a most substantial part, and this gap is the source of the new theme. So I think this is mostly very important. So this is the last slide. Another challenge is to me as well. Now, we are in a workshop. We discussed, a lot of things actually, wording and concerns. What is possible action to survive this kind of things, and we are now trying to compiling this result of the past activities into some brochure, and I think this is the moment for the structuring. Our idea is really diversified, but now we are make a more structure or some something, and so through the development of the brochure, we are now compiling or making a structure of the problem. And misalignment between the philosophy and the actual action. Yes, and as I mentioned, the activity of the ownership belongs to the community people, but I facilitate, and unintentionally, expert. Well, this is expert means me. Intentionally become overprotective. Yeah. So, and actually, Iguchi sensei, volcanologist, make in Japanese tsukkomi. How can I translate in English? Tsukkomi is a
punchline, maybe. Like punchline.
You understand? Yes, joke.
Kind of like joke, yeah.
Yeah.
It's particular to Japanese.
Yeah.
I think it's a punchline. So.
Punchline. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Maybe narrative may help to understand. Yes. Through the the discussion for the development of brochure, Iguchi sensei asked me, who will draft of the brochure? And then I said that yes, compiling the idea of all participants were the experts. For expert side make a draft, and Iguchi sensei criticized, because this activities ownership belongs to the community people. Community people have to develop draft. This is a kind of tsukkomi. And actually, this kind of criticism provide awareness to the citizens who are watching it. Oh, we have to develop this, So, and I also realized by myself that facilitation, my facilitation has deprived the citizens of opportunities for dialogue among the participants. So maybe in some of the workshops where maybe experts should not do the role of a facilitator, but I don't know. This is a question still.
Masa, could you just quickly conclude?
Yes, sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes.
No, but yeah.
Yes.
We'll follow up later. Yes.
Yes. Okay. And psychological burden of thinking only about the evacuation issue is first. Yes. Maybe the only this evacuation. We talk evacuation. That there's a little bit psychological burden for the community people. Yes. Yes. But another issue is not so important. So yes, I will stop my talk.